Oh, I've been meaning to wear this as well. Oh, get on me.
You're getting far too excited.
Hello! Hi! Welcome back to Pride Month at A Story Worth Telling. I had the misfortune of watching an interview with... I hate to say his name, so I'll say Tears Forgan.
Right.
And he was...
what you did there.
Yeah, and honestly, like...
Wasn't good.
He got a bunch of people on his show talking about like why we need to make a big deal out of Pride Month, and I think probably the answer is just not watch his show. Yeah, but I'm one of those people that likes to get riled up as well.
I know you just live for the drama. That's the
I
problem.
do, because I like to think about all the things that I would come back to him on. But during Pride Month, we are obviously, branching out, doing a lot more different kind of content, because that's what we're all about as Story Worth Telling. We don't just react to the same old TV shows and films. We like to shake it up a bit.
Because I think queer content extends past the screen.
Yes.
And into, real life. And so I think there's a lot more of this kind of style now of shows that do like behind the scenes or like interviews with the cast and the crew. And
it's quite profound. Who said that?
Beyond the screen.
Beyond the screen. I think I said that.
I literally fucking said that in this moment. One of the shows that we've done on this channel is, of course, Fellow Travellers, which was something that came out earlier this year. And we really enjoyed it. I think it's
last year, actually.
Pardon?
Last year.
No, it was this year, wasn't it?
No, it was last year.
Was it?
Yeah.
Shitting hell.
Because I remember crying my eyes out just before Christmas.
That means letting go of everything else.
God, stop it! What? Oh, the camera's overheating. This is a cast interview, and I think they very much ask them each a question about, because another beautiful thing about Fellow Travellers is that all the cast are queer. Well, the main characters. Yeah, we'll have a little
this
watch.
Is it. Like this is kind of the vibe that I want to see in the future. It's kind of actors who are queer playing queer characters, bringing meaning to the roles, and then having something to say about it afterwards. It's not just the role. What does it mean?
Talking about
like help us connect.
Yeah, keeping the conversation alive after you've watched it, because also I think so many people watch stuff and then they go, I need to talk about this. And the best way to talk about it is almost to hear the people that you just watched kind of discuss their thinking behind it, what they were, what it meant to them to produce.
And of course we love Johnny Bailey, who recently ran a half marathon and raised 30k for charity. So
yes, good for him. I wish he would run all the way to me. And then stay. Right there.
Yep. Well, he would probably need like a post-run massage.
But if you want to check out loads of other content, we're not just on YouTube. No. We are on Patreon, where there is so much extra stuff there, like live streams and fully uncut reactions and just general
to see things earlier than you do on YouTube.
Yes. And we also have merchandise. That's where you can go. No, God, why didn't I think of that? Oh, bugger.
Do you have it?
I do.
You have it? No.
Do you know what? Excuse me.
God, back here now.
Oh, I've been meaning to wear this as well. Oh, get on me.
You're getting far too excited.
To celebrate one of the greatest, I think, shows of the past, at least, year that we've been doing this, and it meant so much. We made a Fellow Travellers shirt. That's right. It is... Did you get it?
Did you get it?
Do you get it? The Lavender Scare.
Lavender Scare.
Yeah, I think it really kind of just says, we love you, Fellow Travellers. Thank you for everything that you did and the journey that we went on. Yeah.
And lavender is really good for bees.
And calming the nerves. That person does not sound calm.
If someone said to me, would you have been able to play a straight lead or a gay character in a romantic series, what would feel more possible at the age of 12? I probably would have said a straight lead.
I don't know how old he is, but when he was 12, how many queer shows were there out?
And also, how sad... I feel like it's sad to hear that the whole generation of like queer actors would have been like, I'd have to play someone that isn't really me. And now that may not be the case, that's not the case so much anymore. But I know exactly what he means, because I would have thought about the same thing. Like, I was into drama a bit in school, and
You into drama?
yeah, me.
Shocker.
And I was like, and one of the things that I remember thinking was, yeah, all the roles that you'll ever get will be performing something that isn't you.
The circumstances I grew up in, I was in this industry at a time that was very repressive, and it was very hard to be an openly gay person.
I grew up during the 70s and the 80s. Being in those hospital rooms, there's many days on set that I can stay for 1 or 2 takes, but then I have to walk away because the performances are so extraordinary.
In the 70s, we talked about anything else. You couldn't speak about being homosexual.
I carry around with me every day that I am a man of color living with a queer experience.
I think it's amazing that there are so many different like roles going on here. It's not just like the lead or a few of the main characters. It's also the director,
the producer, the costume designer. Like,
they've
that's
all
amazing.
had a hand in this project.
And that's when you know as well that, like, the main part of this challenge is talking about whether something is authentically representing the community. And that's when you know that this comes from real places of authenticity, because all of these people who have created this have experienced the same thing that these characters are going through. And no wonder it kind of struck a chord with like us watching it and everyone else watching it, because it felt real. And Matt Bomer talking about like the industry, absolutely. Like 10 years ago, it would have been like you lost your career. And there's a few actors who have.
But this is the thing with that industry, is like basically people know, who's gay, who isn't, like who's queer. It's just like it's a thing that people know and no one talks about.
Well, I think we've now transitioned into a period which I think is beautiful, is that the coming out process is an empowering thing, so that more actors and more celebrities who come out do it for the purpose of empowering the community and themselves and being able to use it as a platform to discuss it. Whereas back then we didn't have so much power to have those conversations and have that representation, so that coming out was literally just like a...
Yeah, but I think on the flip side of that is that if you are someone who does come out, that shouldn't restrict the roles that you're able to play. Like, you should still have the full breadth of opportunity to apply for and get roles, based on your acting abilities and not based on
absolutely
on your sexual orientation.
I thought I knew a great deal of our history, and I realized that my understanding of LGBTQIA+ history really began at Stonewall. I didn't know what was going on before that.
The amount of cover that these characters had to have to protect themselves was vital.
Throughout history and even today, it really is its own act of protest to just be yourself.
It sounds like that they've had a bit of a learning journey as well, which I think is really nice, because we certainly did.
I don't think you can be part of this community and never get to a point where you've learned everything. Like, there is always stuff to learn, and I do kind of agree. I think a lot of us, especially those who probably think we're clued up, probably do go as far back as Stonewall. But
that's it.
You forget that there is an entire history of humanity before then. And there were queer people back then, there were LGBTQ people before Stonewall.
As a gay man, I felt like I've been hunting and sniffing this out.
Yes, girl.
When I was coming of age, I wasn't like, oh, let's go to the movies because maybe I'll see a gay character. That was not even in the realm of possibility.
I think the first time that I became emotional about, seeing myself on television was the Dawson's Creek kiss.
These are the stories of the men who came before us, who have created the pathway for us to be making this TV show.
I love that they all have their show or their book or their person that forms, it's that inspiration for their identity almost.
It's why representation is so important, because every single one of us will have, some of us might have the same one, but every single person will have something, some moment where they were like, I saw this and I saw, maybe...
Things kind of click.
Yeah, and it's kind of like, I understand what he means about the Dawson's Creek because that used to be a show that I used to watch when I was really younger because my sister was really into it. And like, you know, there's these little points in history where it's like, you know, is that me? Am I seeing that? Can I see more of that? And I love that they can talk about that because it validates everyone's experience and our experience on this channel of going like, why it matters. Yeah.
It was like, yeah, really well.
What you gonna say, little young?
There's a lot of things I want to tell myself.
Live authentically, no matter the consequences.
There are so many people like you that are feeling this that are just as isolated.
Thank you for being daring and taking the dive.
It's gonna be okay. You don't have to be so hard on yourself.
It's easy to despair because things are dark. But the only point to be in this struggle is to find the joy.
Oh,
God. Makes me want to watch it again.
Yeah. Oh, it gives so much value to the show as well because they could have got people to do that who didn't have an affinity to it. Didn't you can anybody can tell a story. But it does matter who you choose to tell that story, and you know them acknowledging the fact that these are the stories of people before them. And you know, I'm always talking about how we should remember the people that came before us in the community because they shape the world you lived in. And I think that's so lovely to hear them really acknowledge that and understand the importance of it.
Yeah, and I don't think we take that for granted either because I've seen like actor interviews where they talk about the role and in a very much like a in like a theoretical way almost, where it's like, oh yeah, this is like a real challenge and I really wanted to get inside this particular role and this character, rather than it means something to me because I've experienced things that this character has as well.
It's so beautiful and it just shows how much of a special project it really was.
Good stuff.
This is queer media, you know, making an impact beyond what you watch and showing how important it really is. Like, it's not just top tier when you're watching it, it's top tier from all the people who like worked on it and said, you know, Jonathan Bailey is doing wonders with like taking things off screen and going, no, it doesn't end there. Like we talk about it.
He's so passionate.
Yeah. And that shows someone care, and that's the kind of person in the industry as well that will make big differences in what we see in the future and how we see ourselves.
Bravo, I say.
Bravo indeed. Love it. Love everything. These are the days that make life worth living.
Oh, for God's sake, pull yourself together.
Well,
anyway.
Let us know if you enjoyed it too. If there's any other fellow traveller moments that you think are worth.
And if you haven't seen
out.
Fellow Travelers,
oh
you
my
must
God,
watch Fellow Travelers.
Yes. Oh, and make sure you get a fan because there's some scenes.
Oh yes, it's saucy. Happy Pride, everyone. Hope you're enjoying the month.
Yes.
And stay tuned in our channel for lots more content coming your way.
Happy Pride.
Bye.
Bye. Hey everyone, if you liked that video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and check out all of our other playlists and videos.
And if that wasn't enough and you want to get more involved, check out our website at aswtcommunity.com, where you can find our Patreon, blogs, Discord, merchandise, and much more.
Yes, now do gay shit!